So basically, I wanted to show you this program that I wrote to uh, make software of your own without coding. So there are a lot of things uh, that work in the background. So basically, you can do this. Then you can also generate the APIs. Okay, automatically, mostly for you. Okay, so how does this? So you have your graphs, uh, you have your menus and menus for different kind of users and everything. So just a basic way for me to actually help you understand the basics. So because I had to record a lot of stuff that seemed to me very fundamental, so I built this one. So let's take. So what did you do is that once you create a DB structure, it takes that schema and it builds your admin dashboard for it. Okay. So it builds your list, it builds your uh, other things automatically, menus, imports, exports, and every such thing, right? So sending emails, sequencing, whatever. Okay. So what we will do is that, so basically if you'll see this screen, so here we have a very basic review of what it generates. It can generate a lot of stuff. It can be customizable. So there are a lot of customizable things are there. But what to show, what not to show, and those kind of stuff that I will show in another video. So here basically what we have is we have a scripts. Okay, so we have a script and that we are making multiple scripts we can make in this software. So and we can access those, uh, right? So there are the things under certain conditions and certain things. So these messages should be sent. Okay, so that's the purview of this so software. And what I'm doing is that I'm just demonstrating on top of it. So that's a very basic pure thing. Okay, so this is certain conditions. These you just don't record because I am a admin user. So okay, so I have more things showing up for me. So this is a date field, and this is a text area messaging. These are enum fields, and these are checkboxes, right? So if I will change something, so let's take I will change the date, and you hit submit, and the script is updated. Once you close, so the script should be updated to 15th Jan, right? Otherwise, what you can also do is that you can also do like particular elements into it. So and you can update. Okay, understood. So I will just show you a very new screen. Okay. So I want to create a new menu. Okay, and maybe that new menu would be like what your contact form. Okay, so contact form, something is submitted and it comes to your this thing, right? So what I will do is that, so I have a lot of these fields already, no, right? So what I will do here, lot of tables, so I will create a new table. Okay, so that will hold my this thing, right? So let me create uh, What I will name it? I will name it contact form, right? So contact form has multiple this thing, and what I will create, you have to create everywhere. You have to create an ID. That's by default. Okay, so this will be your reference ID whenever you are going anywhere. Okay, and then I will give it a name. Yeah, let me give it a name. Okay, so the name might be for me different. Okay, so let me go ahead from this. Okay, so I'll put a name. So then I will put a date of submission, right? And then I will put something else like the message. Okay, so let me correct it. Okay, so message I will put, and then I will put the email. Okay, email of the user, right, who have messaged you, and then the topic, maybe. Okay, and then created at usual stuff and updated that, right? That's how you create, right? So what I will do is that I will put auto increment and build by default a primary. I will index all the fields that I want actually for this thing. So let me just change this. So this I will put as big int because I don't know how much, how many of those it will come, and I will make this as varchar, uh, either varchar or maybe let's put it like varchar. Okay, so name of the customer actually, yes. So date is date, and then this message would be a text field, right? So they can write a lot of stuff, right? So then this email can be an email or Waka. So I'm just keeping it Waka 255. They will automatically take only Waka fields we have to take care of, right? The topic will also be a Waka, so 255, right? And the thing is that what we are suggesting is that no, they have to mandatorily give their name, but this is not mandatory, right? So this is null. Okay, and they can do this thing maybe in the topic. So we will do a enum. So I will just show you how everything works. So a lot of those different things I can show you here. So I will put an enum. So enum of let us take sales, queries, support, right? So for the betterment of it, so I'm just writing like this, sales, support, uh, like failure, critical, something like that. So I'm just writing like that. So don't worry about this. So, and we have to define something because this can be null, cannot be null. Okay, so here what we are telling is that, okay, so this should be null. Okay, so they may choose it, they may not choose it, right? And it should be able to submit. So we index the date. So because we want to operate a lot of stuff, we want to also create our dashboards, right? From that. So then we have messages, so we don't have to do this is a text. You can also do for a full text search or something like that, so that's fine. So you index this thing because we want to search on basis of these things, right? So I will also index this thing. So now basically it's like that. And then these two things, okay, so I will just change. So I'm going slow. You can go much faster. So basically this should be a timestamp, right? So timestamp. This is also a timestamp. First time. Okay, timestamp. So this is a current timestamp. This is also current timestamp, and this will update on the current whenever that is being updated, right? And then we want some comments. So I want to display something. So right now, so I'm writing. So it is like your full name, right? And then date, date of submission, just to put a hint. So whatever you will put here, so it will go as a hint. So um, okay, so leave it like that. The message was please to convey what you want to what you want to discuss, right? Or something like that. So I'm just convey. Okay. So the email is their email, understandable pretty much. So topic, choose your department, choose the concerned department, right? So anything like that. Okay. So now what we want is that we will create this contact form, right? So basically it has done everything. So this is auto increment and primary field and the rest of the stuff are indexed, right? So all those indexes are over here. Understood. So now what we will do is that, so we will go to the script. So there are two primary scripts that are built. So there are a couple of these kind of stuff. So which fields you want to hidden and allow fields. Your ACL, if you want to build the ACL, is it a multi-company? Okay, so whether I want to create a blank slate and whether it is a full run means for every thing or it is so you want to user to keep a log or something like that. So basically like that. So what I will do is that I will just refresh this thing and this thing will create all those controllers and everything. So whatever you can see, so there are a lot of these things are getting created, right? So, so for all those tables, so it will build those tables, it will build internal relationships, and it will build a lot of stuff. So the second thing is that prepare menu. So I will prepare this menu so and so that it will be displayed. So by default, there is no display of menus over here. So what I will do is that I will go to the SA menu. So what with prepare menu, what we have done is that we have basically created this thing and so one this menu. Okay. So by default for you, so all those model sections and those things are automatically taken care of that you can change. I will not change for this video, particular video. And what you will do is that so you can build sections. So sections will come like this. So let me build a section. This is new stuff. So under the new stuff, it will come. So you can also provide this menu for a particular customer. Here I will do for particular like role. So I am admin, so I will build an admin role. There is super admin. Basically, these packages are basically for super admin. So if you have packages, so this will be appeared over here. So whether you want this to be positioned left here, top or right, top is here, right or bottom. Okay, so that you can do. So I will keep it as left. So I don't want icons. You can put icons. So uh, FA icons. So all those you know CSS icons. So that it can take. So no issues in that. So you can change to URL. So if you want to point it to outside URL or something where custom URLs you have built, so that you want to do components preview page list action list whatever, it doesn't really matter at this point. So for this one, so and there are a couple of so you can put these elements. There is this class related models, whatever. It doesn't really at this point doesn't really matter because these are certain configurations. Okay, so here this menu I can so I can hide and I can sequence this menus, right? So right now I'm not doing anything like that. So I'm just updating this menu. Okay, so and this menu, if you see, so under the new stuff it has come, right? So what does it contain? So if you click, so it has a blank slate. So all these blank cells you can design also. So that will give you a entry whenever there is no like contact. So it has a default thing. So like you have no contact form, you can create one. I could have made a message, but I have something called message, so that's why I'm not doing that. So I couldn't change this thing, right? So I can do that. I can also change these things, right? Okay. So here what I'm doing is that it has built a form for me. So what I will do, so here you can see it is a default thing. So whenever you are not providing anything, so it is a required field. Okay. And if you go like this, you can see what I am allowing. So here are certain stuff that are being allowed. There are required only alphanumeric. So these are automatically taken care of, right? So if you put something like this one, so it will not take, right? And so what I will put in the name. So let us take name is Sanmay, no mine. Okay. So date. So I'm just putting over here. So this is not going anywhere. So right. So that's the thing. And in the message, so you want to convey something. So I will convey something, right? I'm pretty lazy. Okay. So this is email. So anything if you create with either a name of email or underscore email at the end. So it will be as email, right? So what I will do is that I will just put my email. So this is also a record field. That's what it is, right? So this is because this can also take null, so it is not showing anything, right? So but we will choose just for the soul. So then you just do this and come back. So sorry, I think the validations are left somewhere. Anyway, so that's not matter. So SFA, no, the validations are not there. Okay. So .com. Okay. Yeah, I built it. Okay, so the beauty of this is I can go back. I can change this. Maybe I have changed something into this. So, but I will check. Okay, so there is my email field. Right. Okay, so I'll check what is the issue letter. So I will just rerun this thing and this should be okay and fine. Yes, and I will just check whether it has converted into email. No, it has not done. Maybe I have changed the script something. Okay. So anyway, so that is what you can see. So it has automatically taken care of now your email. So I will write some. I'll just check what is the issue. Okay, so I'll just write Sanma. Maybe I have commented something out there. So this is required field. Something is happening. Okay. Okay, I wrote something. Okay, so that is hampering this. So there is a JS that is hampering. Okay, anyways. So the thing is that no, here I'm writing something, right? Have you seen that these messages that is coming, right? So these are the messages that is coming. You can also do configure this. So there is this button where you can configure the CSS, or you can inject the JavaScript. Okay, you can design, use many libraries. So that's a different topic altogether. So I'm just putting something here, so it should not take that. But yeah. So then what I will do is that I will just submit, and it is saying the contact form is created, and it is coming back to the same form. But if you go back from this, okay, to the list, so it has a list. It has everything, right? So it automatically added that field. It automatically had your right drop down. So you can also do what I can also do is that I can take, let's take what scripts to choose from, right? So I want to inject a new thing into it from another table, right? So after the name, I want to insert something that's called what this was. So, so there are a lot of things. So let me just put it in this way. Okay. So okay, just ignore. So let me just put it in this way. So what I want is that I want a conditions. Let's take so the conditions. So or a condition category or maybe a script or maybe a contact. Okay, that sounds interesting. So should I put a contact? Mm, maybe a message board. Which message board they are referring to, right? So what I will do is that I will do the message underscore VORT. Okay, so ART underscore ID, right? And what I will have is that I will have a begin, right? And whether we should have because there is something that is not null, right? So I will just index. Okay. So and which message board you want to put it to, right? So so that's the kind of stuff. So that is what I did. So with everything. So now what we will see is that you can see you have a message board. So if I will click on this message board, so I have all those message boards. So if I will go back here, I will click and open it in a different tab. So these have messages, right? So you can also change. So there is a lot of configurators, so which will take different values. So it can also show you the name as well as the date or only date or whatever the message board have. So would update, reminder dates, and those things, right? So you can have everything. So that's for the configuration. So right now I'm doing this one. So click on this and this should be over here. And so we have a separate link in this. So this design also you can change. So you can change a lot of this design. Okay. So with this, uh, anyways, so I'm just putting it over here. So here you can see this is the previous screen I'm showing, right? So this is a previous screen of a message board, right? So that is called scripter new, right? And this scripter new has contacts, have name, have date, have reminder date, have descriptions, right? And it also, this is a contact form, and this contact form is associated with this. So this contact form we are getting, right? So all those contact forms that will be relevant to this, it will be listed over here. You can remove this with this, okay? So you might be able to see it or not see it, but no, you can hide these things. So this is the visibility stuff, right? So anyways, so what I will do is that, so you can, no, so you can do multiple things. You can do on top of these things. So you can also change, right? And here also you can send emails to this particular list. Okay, so wherever there is emails, so this will automatically create the emails. Okay, so basically whenever you go, you click on this, you get email. Okay, so in the action also you can see you can add multiple contact forms, right? So whatever is related, it will be appearing. So there is customization. You can do customization on top of it, or you can prevent it from whenever it is you are creating this at all. Okay, so that's how you can do it, right? And what I will do is that I will go back to my list and I will just check. So here is also an email, right? And if I will click on that email, okay, so this facility is not allowed, right? I told you, so you can do a lot of stuff. Okay, so this facility is not allowed. So that's ACL, that's coming from the ACL. Okay, so without even coding, so you can do a lot of stuff. Okay, so this is not available for this package. I can change, I will have it. Okay, so now if I will do the imports also, you can do an import of these things. You can do an export of these things, right? So I will just download, and this is the contact previously taken basically. So I will just take this one again, and I will just show you. Uh, see, so these are the fields. So this is the name field, right? So the name, this is the message board. See, make sure you have uploaded new entries following this table. So if you have something called a scripter new in the message board, so you will have it. If you don't have, and no, sometimes it can create, so you can configure it. So it can create a new message board with the same, right? So basically, I need to expand this. Sorry, this is too small. Sorry for that. Anyway, so this is the date. So I'm coming back to my date, right? So date, and there is this one is something. So what I've written? So I've written a message, right? So sorry for this. Yeah, this is the message, right? And this is maybe some topic I was doing. Anyway, so I will try to insert this thing, okay, into my stuff. Here is the date format, okay. So this is the date, so it should convert into this format. So make sure you have all those things. And what we did is that here, so we have a very beautiful import thing. So I will tell about this thing later, but this is what you didn't get, right? So because it has certain errors, and what I have done is that I have suppressed the errors, right? So some of the times you want to expose the error, some of the times you don't. Okay. So right now, what I will do is that, so it is connected to this scripter new, right? So I will just try deleting this. Okay. So let's see if it is deleting or not. No, it cannot be deleted. So it has a contact form which has a name option map, right? So you will not delete. So please first delete that and then delete this. Okay, so that's the kind of stuff that you can do. So when I will change this particularly, let's see, I will change this stuff. So see, these things are already no responsive, so you can use an anyway. So what I can do is that I will change this message board, right? So I will change. I will go set to the new one. Both are named same, so sorry for that. But if you see, so here it is not there. And what I can do is that right now I can delete it. Okay, so it will be deleted. Okay, sorry. That's so funny, right? Okay, so then I will show you. This is just overview. Okay, so don't kill me. Okay, yeah, I have not sold it. There are a lot of stuffs in this, like contact forms. So we have a lot of stuff. So that is duplicate or copy. So I can duplicate this particular. Okay, so everything is duplicate. Okay, so I'll just change the name for the sake of it. And you have this duplicate form because of a different thing. So let us see. So okay, because it is coming back to the same thing, right? So which you can change. So that is the file where you can change all those things, right? Which it should go back to after the success thing. So from which form, and those are the kind of configurations that you can do in the config. So we have a lot of settings, so where you can do those settings. Okay. So right now I'm not exposing those things. So anyways, so you had all these things. So also you can do mask delete. So here also you can do mask delete. You can export the selector. You can edit the selector. Okay. So like I'm not doing this. So there is also hide a particular. So if you don't want to show these emails at this particular form, sorry, list, so you can also hide this, and you can hide it for a particular like user role. Okay, so that particular user role cannot see it, and the other users can see it. Okay, anyway, so I will go back to my dashboard. Here is the dashboard I'm creating. So this dashboard, you can create multiple dashboard. That stuff is not provided over here. Here only you can. Uh, I have restricted in super admin. You can do that, right? So what basically you can do is you can show this, you can hide this, you can make a down chart, you can put bar chart. Okay. So and what I've done is that in the month of reminder date just change, and this month of reminder date I can change it to names, right? So it will take that thing. Okay. So you can change it to configuration. So basically, I think it would be name or something. So I don't remember. So sorry for that. So you can change these things, right? So and also this element is counted on ID. Okay, so you can also do count on different stuffs if they are you are certain those things will arrive, right? It will notify the nodes. So that's I have put count on ID, and I can also put on different elements. So right now, so if I will change this to another element, so it will change to that. So basically like that. So what I will do is that I will change my model. So this is available to admins and this thing. So you can pretty much change. So what I have done is that I have created a contact form, right? So I am changing my contact form. So basically contact form, and in the contact form I have a uh, date, right? So I'll just date as it is, I suppose. Yeah. So I have a date, and what I want to do is that I want to do how many contacts are deposited in which form. So here you can change it to anything. So your date, whatever varieties you can check. Okay. So at this point I'm forgetting, so that's why I'm not doing that. You can just search in. This is the principle. So that you can do. This is the result limits. If I want particularly like the top five to be shown, so I can do that, and order by this axis of x and y. So and also data should be DESC or ASC, how it would be. The scheme color can be red, blue, whatever color you want. Choose that CSS text. Okay, so that it will take. And this is if I want to show it for a user. I don't want, I want it for a role. So that is my role. So right, admin. So anybody else who is coming here of a very different thing will never be able to see it, right? So I will click on this. This is updated, and I will have to refresh, right? So what it has done like two things that has come, and here it has done this, right? And what I can do is that I can do also on the basis of, let us take the name. Okay, so I want it to be on the basis of name. So I will just change it. I will just put name, right? So I will group by this thing. Okay, the element name, and I don't want to do anything with it, right? So maybe count. Yeah, how many of the same names? Okay, count, right? So that's the thing. Let me see if it is working. I'm a little bit doubtful. Hmm. Okay, just a second, because it has counts, right? Sorry. Yeah. Okay, you can do multiple things. That is the advanced version. So here, this is the plain version. So it is simple graph. So this is the simple graph. So this is the advanced graph. So that will create like these kind of stuff. Okay. So the element maybe the count, right? So I think I'll put. So by name Sanmaya there is one, there by name Sanmaya one there is one. Okay. So if you have some let us take budget, okay. So if I will have something called budget, let us put it over here. Uh, so I have a budget, and the budget will be double. Okay. So and this can be null or this can be zero. Okay. I will index this because I want to show it in the graph. So what I will do is that I will just refresh. Okay, so I will have a budget over here. So understood. The orders also you are understanding, so that you have to keep in mind. So anyway, so I will just put my budget into like 25 600. So that's the thing, right? So I have a budget of 25 600. You can see. So this is the thing. This automatically makes it sum. So you can change the behavior. So that I wanted. So what I will do is that I will change this to like uh, so how much was the budget, right? So in complex things you can actually reciprocate this into multiple limits, okay? So that you can do from this to that amount. So how many projects you have or something. So how many queries we have? So I can change this to number of queries per mm, name, right? Or something like that. Okay. Per month I can also. Okay. Uh, average. Average quote uh, per name. So I'm just keeping it simple so you can play with it, right? So this is what I will do is that I have the budget. Sorry. Yeah. Can do an average, right? I can fetch this. So this should be average budget for a particular name, right? You can see it over here, right? So that you can tell that which month. So let's take, I'll take that. Um, convert, um, convert date format, right? In MySQL, right? So we are using MySQL. So any kind of this kind of thing you can do in the select query, right? So what we want is we want a see date or date format. Okay, so this thing I want, right? So I want that format by date format of this thing particularly. Okay, so what I will want, I will want not by name but by month, right? So what I will do is that I will change this to by. I put this thing, and here what I have, I also have a date, right? So what I will do is that month and year, right? So what does it do? Okay, so this is just slash sorry. Okay, so this is the month and year. It should work. Let us see whether it's working, whether my course is correct. Right. See, it has come. See, I can't imagine. See, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Okay, so now what I can do is that I can change this one, right? Why I will change this one? I will just copy. Okay. So I'm just duplicating this. I think so, yeah. Okay. Okay. So what I will do is that I will do an back date last year, and I will put uh, okay, not the same one. I'll put something else at 25. Okay. So and you can see it is giving me all those solutions. Okay. So see, the beauty of this is that you have seen this, right? And it has already added these things. It will show this thing, and here what you can do is that you can see this is very small, minuscule, and that's why it is coming. And this, so I will just increase. Okay, let me see. Okay, so let's take 10,000. 10K will work, right? So here I will come back. Let me see. So yeah, I can see 10K, right? Right into that, right? Also, what I can do is that I can just change. See the order. I can change the order. Oh, sorry, sorry. So what I can do is that I can come back here. I will change the order. I can change the order by DESC and order by which axis, right? That I can do. I can remake this thing, right? So which I showed you. See, this order has changed, and I can change a lot of these things. Okay, I need a donut crab instead of this bar. Okay, so I love donuts, right? So I'll just change. I'll just give this thing. And what you can do with the advanced one is not shown here, but with the advanced, what you can do is that you can do a lot of good shit, right? So you can do a lot of this shit. Okay, so that's the beauty of it. And if I will go back to my contact form, I'll show you magic. So here I want to print something, right? And I don't want this name to be up here. Okay, so I just want not the name, not the email, only the this thing should be printed, and control P. You can check that there also. And you can see, nothing has come. So you can report in this way. Okay, you want to report in this way, like uh, this message board. I will just remove this one. All right, so I'm just printing this thing. Perfect. You want a background graphic? That's bullshit. Okay, so you can have this. You can hide n number of stuff. So I can hide this one. Oh, what I did. I did something that didn't match. This one, yeah, it's not matching. Okay, anyways, I will take care of that. Yeah, a lot of the smaller things that I did, right? So, but basically, you will have your whole scripts written, so you can write. So you do not have the need to produce this thing. And what is this? So you will have your contact form over here. Congratulations. See, it has data. It has everything. So you can query from this, right? You can get the particular ID, right? And what you can do, you can create, and you have all those hints, right? And what you can do is that uh, it will just produce PHP scripts and the scripts if you want. So, but that's a different matter. What you can do is that you can just push these things, right? You can just push these things, right? And you will have your API keys. So API keys will be over here. Okay. Here API keys, you can generate API keys, you can then push these things. Understood? So push these things. and you will love it. And it will all appear over here. Okay, so you'll get all those uh, connects back. You can show those things. You can move it back. So what I'm building next is widgets. Rather than doing this form, so you can just directly widgetize it and just paste the widget into your site. Okay, and it will be a contact form which will have all those things. So like in the API, you generally has to pull these things, right, in a different way, right? Or it is a different system. So you have to put it and you have to build this form, right? So you don't have to build this form. So it will go into public. So that's the beauty of it. It will do like that. Understood? So that's basically it. So it is all the securities are taken care of over here. If you may wish to see those things, so that's a very nice way of doing it, and you can prevent anybody to see any message. So those are the kind of thing that you can. Okay, so time for me to say you cha cha cha. Okay, so somehow this email is not working. Otherwise, I would have a email. Okay, anyways.